This
Wednesday,
is October the 30th. It's the day before Halloween.
Wow.
I'm so scared.
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
hold on a second. Are you gonna dress up now?
I was gonna bring a sheet and throw it over my head and be the ghost of Ken Klink.
Oh man. Got church?
Get church right here at Canonsburg UP Church, 112 West Pike Street, Canonsburg, PA 15317. Office number 724-745-0800.
Boy, that's a lot of information.
It is CanonsburgUPChurch.org. You can find us. And we stream our services on Sundays at 8:30 and 11, plus this little ditty on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
On Facebook and YouTube and
live
on our website.
Live, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And this is Pastor Don Coleman. He's a pastor of some church. Must be
Our church.
This church?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, and this is my pal Al Barker.
This is the third out of 4 days in a row that Al and I have spent time
That's
together.
nice.
Yeah.
Twice on Sunday, last night, and now today.
And see, you know what? I said no to lunch with them so I could have my hour with you.
So what you don't see is
them.
We have guests.
Yeah, we have guests today.
Kenton's sister.
My sister Diane.
Kenton's sister-in-law.
My sister-in-law Gail.
And Kenton's niece.
My niece Wendy.
Favorite niece.
You know what? She is turning into be my favorite niece. We are at two opposite poles where there are other things concerned, but she is my favorite niece. Yes. So we don't talk about
Came over
those.
from Columbus, Ohio.
All the way from Columbus,
Granville.
Newark.
Stop on the way in Buckeye Lake.
Pick
up Mom.
No. Oh, no. Wendy, where do you live?
Hilliard, Ohio.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not Granville's where you grew up.
Yeah.
Hilliard, Buckeye Lake here. Stopped at Saris. And then Atria's.
Atria's, is that where you went? Wow.
Picked up Diane on the way. Met here.
Did they pick you up, Diane?
No, they met here.
See, don't be talking out your mouth, okay?
And we spent the last 10 minutes reminiscing about Ken's childhood in their family.
It wasn't.
And the trauma.
It was you know what? Nothing matches the trauma of this.
Hold on a second, though. The trauma of Kenton's childhood is not the trauma that Kenton received, but the trauma that was inflicted from Kenton. Picture this, all right?
What?
There is a family of four. Sorry, family of four.
3 boys, 1 girl.
3 boys, 1 girl. There's a wonderful young girl who is desperately desiring a sister. Has lived for years under the shadow of her 3 brothers.
4.
Of her
3 brothers.
3
right,
brothers.
yes. All right.
You weren't even alive.
I know, you're right.
So she goes to the hospital to welcome in her new sibling. And the doctor says,
there wasn't this much drama.
Don't cry. And immediately, what happens when you say don't cry?
She knew.
The tears started to well in her eyes. And she said, it's a boy, isn't it? And the doctor said, it's worse than that. There's 2 boys.
Oh my!
5 brothers.
5 brothers.
And that was, but in 1955 in March, there was a bad snowstorm. Am I correct? Had it snowed and Mom had to walk up the hospital hill? Yeah. And is it true?
It's a wonder they didn't come
And is it
on
true
the way.
when they brought Kenny and I home that you could put both of us in one shoebox?
No, 1 crib.
1 crib. Okay.
Ken, you never fit in the shoebox.
Oh man! Let me tell you something. Because we were so premature, my tongue was still sucked to the bottom of my mouth, and so I was not gaining weight. I was losing weight until they realized they had to cut my tongue loose.
So I think
and it started then.
Yeah,
I did.
And all this started right here in Canonsburg, and he's been here ever since.
15317.
He's been inflicting trauma on his family and
neighbors.
The
My
whole
family
community.
all left. Okay, I'm the only one here.
Years.
I'm the only one here now. I'm the only one. I'm the only clink left
Over
In town.
Yeah.
in town. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason.
Yeah, I guess so.
Kind of like we've all got that friend, right? Well, and if you don't know who that friend is, it's you.
Oh man, and there I was concerned about you having Thanksgiving.
You weren't in the least.
No, I was concerned about a stuffing ball. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing of the conversation. Alvin, and Al here is the great pie maker. He makes pie.
Pies.
But you didn't make any pies for the Pine Springs camp dinner, did you?
I didn't get any information on that. Our table was oblivious to the fact that people were supposed to bring pies.
Well, I don't know if it's
You went to that.
people or some people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh.
I was there.
I meant to take a picture of the table that had 200 pieces of pie on it.
Oh. Come
would've-
on, Alvin.
You
It's
would have
getting
been upset
cold
about
outside.
it.
You don't have grass to cut anymore.
In all
Can
my
you start in on the pies again?
in all my years of attending this dinner, and I couldn't remember exactly how many I've been to. It's been 7 or 8. I've never seen the pie table that well stocked and organized. We got, I don't know, 2/3 of the way through when we got up, right? Does that about sound about right?
Yeah.
It was still full with every variety.
Did you take 2?
No, I only took 1, but I had trouble.
But then they made an announcement that there's pie left over if anybody wants another piece. And guess who got up to have another piece?
Did you?
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
I
Of course.
did. Al did.
What kind? What kind were you eating now?
I had cherry pie and then pecan pie.
Oh, pecan. Did you have
with
pecan?
with whipped cream on top.
Oh, of course.
They look delicious.
I've been eating pumpkin pie lately just to get whipped cream. Well, you know what I just ate across the street was a pumpkin cream cheese muffin that was actually delicious. Yeah, $5.
He kept saying you. I'm like, I'm good, but
I was hungry, so I ate.
so
Yeah.
I was thinking about two questions.
I don't have any food in my refrigerator.
I know you said that.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a
I'm not
cracker.
surprised.
I mean, there is nothing.
Is there water? Is there
there
water?
is
Is there water
nothing.
jug in there? Just
I
so
got.
you know,
I have a generic can of Cheese Whiz. Okay, that I could possibly get some more cheese out of.
Can,
You just put it up to your mouth.
Yeah, the kind you just push. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think in all of my years of living that I've ever consumed cheese in that way.
Oh yeah, but
And I'm sure it's not
at
cheese.
the dollar store. At the dollar store, it's an off-brand called Cloverdale or something.
I can tell you. Just by the way,
Sure.
You can't eat Cheese Whiz if you're latex intolerant.
Oh well. See, here's what I,
Latex.
what I was going to say is this. I apologize on behalf of a nation that we told you that American cheese is cheese. I don't know what it is. It's not.
Yes, it is.
Cheese. No.
Why
Is there
not?
such thing as Canadian cheese?
No, all cheese is Canadian. I mean,
Oh,
it's just
boy.
It's so good up there. But I mean, whatever American cheese is it's latex.
Why
It
you say
doesn't
that?
have holes in it, and it's yellow.
Yeah, but it's so good.
I feed Cheese Whiz to my dog.
Yeah.
Well-
Cheese Whiz to your dog.
Yeah, but when you live alone, I mean, and I ran out of Ritz before I did the Cheese Whiz, which is why there's still Cheese Whiz left. But
So what's your favorite cheese?
huh?
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I love cheese.
Do you?
not
I
American.
like cheese too.
It's not actually cheese. It's just oil and water and some
What,
food
American?
coloring. American cheese slices. That's what American.
Can
cheese
you
is,
buy it
not
in a
real.
block?
No,
You can't buy American cheese in a block. You can only get it in
Oh, you
slices.
can't?
Well,
I
don't
never
know,
thought
maybe-
about it.
No, I think you can get in a.
I don't know that I've ever seen it in a block where you.
You
cut
know
a
what? I
chunk
think
off
you're
and
right,
then-
Al.
processed. No, it's not.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's Velveeta.
Velveeta, exactly. Yeah.
Velveeta. Well, that's
No,
not
that's softer.
cheese.
That's softer.
Velveeta is a cheese
Anyway, we
product.
can agree that almost any cheese, except for the one with the maggots in it.
The one with
You
the
heard
what?
about that?
No.
Okay, here's a disgusting story for you.
Okay.
You know you want it's Halloween is perfect. So the one reality television show that our family has consistently watched is called The Amazing Race,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
It's the one where it's not just about a bunch of people cackling and whatever against each other. So they're racing around the world. They go to these different places. They have to complete tasks and whatnot. Well, a couple seasons ago, they went to this tiny island. And we're talking about Italy just before we started. I think it was Italy. Corsica.
That's where I'm going to retire.
It was Corsica, I think, was the island. And there was this cheese that is basically outlawed anywhere else.
Really?
But
Outlawed?
And here's the reason. Because they make the cheese, and then they leave the cheese out.
How many years?
It doesn't
As
take
long
years.
as it takes.
They leave the cheese out, and these particular flies come.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And they lay eggs.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of delicacies
And
that
then-
are made out of stupid things.
No. Oh,
And then the
no.
maggots eat the cheese.
Oh, no,
Yes,
no. Why are you telling
And
this
it's
story?
somehow a delicacy.
Oh, yeah, that's real delicate, all right.
I mean, imagine the FDA.
Oh, yeah.
So you can imagine various countries. I'm
Well,
so sorry.
I mean, we just had some whiskey from Iceland that was filtered through some kind of manure, and
you ate it?
And we drank it. Yeah,
How about the specialty coffee?
I forget, it was terrible, but I can't remember the name.
Well, I knew that there was a specialty coffee they used cat poop in.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's cat. It's like anteaters. We were talking about it in Honduras.
Oh,
they didn't have it. They just.
Well, no, there was something.
It might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animals eat the beans
Yeah.
with the fruit still.
Yeah, and then they.
pass it through
Yeah.
the system. And
Oh,
then,
it's disgusting.
Luckily, all these delicacies are really expensive, so
I know, it'd be like a 20
I never even think about eating.
Oh, Alvin, come on. I can't. I probably that was
Insane.
probably a $25 cup of coffee.
well, I didn't have it. They were only talking about somewhere
I-
else.
oh,
They didn't have-
that would be
zero chance.
Drove 3 hours for this.
No.
Yes, you did. Okay. Just remember, this is what cheap entertainment is. You can see the crew behind it. You know, we have a lot going on in the background. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Halloween. So I was going to ask you a question.
Yeah. What's the question for today, Donnie?
What was your is it kind of is a little
Favorite?
Halloween costume?
Yeah. What's a favorite Halloween costume that you've?
You know, I was thinking you were going to say that today. And
What
so
was
I
yours?
thought about that already.
I
And
don't
I think
have
when
one.
I was a kid, my mom made costumes all the time, and she made a Batman costume. I had the cape, I had
course you
the
did.
hood with the ears up here and the little eye holes, and the sweatshirt with the big Batman insignia on the
Wow.
front.
How old were you?
And,
About.
and gloves that came up to here that had, things off the
Wow,
bottom
she took
of them.
care of you.
How?
You go, Mom. You go. How old were you, Al?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Five, six,
I'm
7.
gonna 6, 7 years.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No, we always wanted to go buy the costumes in a store, and my mother would say, "No, I'm not spending money for one night. It's not happening. Make something up." So it was whatever I made up. So it was nothing.
special.
No. No, I know you like a wardrobe change.
Yeah.
And a little makeup.
So
Yeah.
three things. When Brennan was probably 3 or 4, I made him a shark costume.
Okay.
Not Land's End. Anyway,
the shark.
catalogs, high end, very expensive costumes. He loved it. I'm like, I think I could make that. And I got to tell you, I did a decent job of it. We still have it.
Oh, well.
It was stuffed, a big giant shark head. It was super cute.
He took it to college.
No,
didn't
no,
he?
it's
You know what? Speaking of that, I was looking at you on Canadian Thanksgiving. The shorts you had on at dinner,
yeah.
you made them.
No.
I'm telling you, you cut the legs off pants and made them shorts.
Whatever shorts I was wearing. No, I haven't
telling you.
I haven't owned a pair of shorts I did that with in a long time.
I am
I'll
telling
just
you.
two other ones though. One was I blanked on the one. One was I know as a child. I dressed up as a girl one time.
I did too.
And I got a lot of you look you make a great girl, and I which I'm still processing through. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. Schweppes.
Schweppes.
Gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. So it's funny because now you maybe my favorite costume. College. Went to Bridget and her college.
Was Bridget Wonder Woman?
I don't
just see
remember
her.
what she was,
Yeah.
but I showed up as Dr. Love.
Dr. Love.
Yeah.
from.
Just Dr. Love. It was just
Oh, my
yeah. And
goodness.
I actually took my old student ID and put Dr. Love on it. It was. I thought it was
What did
quite-
you have? A stethoscope and
I
a
think
white
I
and a
borrowed
white coat,
some. Yeah, I think I.
and that's it.
Something
Still
like that.
costume.
Pretty much. Yeah. So it got a lot of it. It got a lot of attention.
I bet it did.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
people wanted their heartbeats checked, right?
Bridget's was already.
Beaten for you. Her heart was beating for
A
you.
few months later, we were dating.
Ah, there you go. You were.
14 months later, we were engaged.
See, you always rush things. The girl couldn't stop the thing.
24 years later, I didn't rush it. We're still together.
She still hasn't stopped
Hasn't stopped what?
thinking. She's never made up her mind about you yet. She's just gone through with it.
Trying to decide whether she made a good decision or not.
She stuck with it.
Yes, she did.
You know, she's
I don't know how.
Good job, Bridget.
Good job, Bridget. We know that you never watch his videos, so okay.
I don't think she's seen a second. Not a single second.
But yet, oh, you know what? I was going to tell you guys. You know, we were talking last week about me watching The Views. Mm-hmm. Well, listen, let me tell you what happened last week. When I went to share.
Nobody watched.
When I went to share, you're on my wire. When I went to share, it only let me share like 3 times,
Uh-oh.
and I didn't realize it. And so
They're
then
tamping down
that
on
was you guys. I went to share, and it only let me share 3 times. Then I was sharing me, and I went through all 30 some shares, and I didn't realize it wasn't posting.
Oh.
And then I had like 1,000 upload errors on Facebook.
Okay.
And so finally I paid attention, and there was a black ribbon coming across the bottom saying in so many words, you post too much at one time. Okay? So I had to wait till Friday. But
So
they've
been watching you. You're
talking,
being watched
yeah,
on
I've been
Facebook.
watched. Alexa. Anyway, so the way it was going was the 3 of us talking was winning out over the music part.
That's terrible.
It was-
Winning out.
I thought,
That's
be still
terrible.
my heart. Be still my heart. And so I kept on, all day Wednesday after the video, I kept on trying. Wouldn't let me. All day Thursday, wouldn't let me. Friday morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, I said post, and it went, and I said, yeah. And so I got my 34 posts in, and I ended up ahead of the 3 of us talking.
You're so,
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
congratulations, you beat yourself.
It's not, I don't look at it like that.
Yes, you do.
No.
You just said, I got ahead.
No, I look at it like I beat you guys.
But you're in the video.
I know.
I
Like
mean, if you want, Al and I could start doing a video without you at all. Do you want that?
No, we couldn't. I don't think we could do that.
Here's the question. Does America want that?
Or Romania, or wherever else you're getting all these.
Does America want that an hour without me on Wednesday?
I'm not the only one that brings this up.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
I love
I would never.
answer, okay?
I won't.
Can't be important.
UPMC Forbes.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, you feeling okay?
I think so.
No temperature.
Yeah. Okay.
Heart still beating.
There's no heart.
There's no heart.
Yeah.
no.
How about you, Alvin? You feeling okay?
Feeling good.
So I was going to ask actually another question too, outside of Halloween, and you know
Okay.
how because the whole reason.
Well, wait. I want to go back to the cheese. So these
Which the one that I was talking to you about?
these things come and eat the cheese.
Your sister-in-law is about to lose it. Our carpet is going to be.
They come and eat
different.
the cheese, and then what happens?
He's going to run to shop and see
How's
if
this?
he can get
How's
some of that
this?
stuff.
You just Google it.
What is it again?
I'm pretty sure Corsica. Just Google
Cheese.
gross Corsica cheese or something like that. Gross
Cheese with bugs in it.
Yeah,
they eat
maggot cheese. Some people do.
You know what? I got to tell you, funny that you say that.
Oh.
And she is here because 45 years ago, something like that, there was a pizza place down Canonsburg,
Uh-oh.
down on West Pike called the Spot Pizza.
The spot.
And my friend and Gail was visiting with her kids at my mother's house, and so my friend Danny Makuta, who's gone now too, and we went to Spot Pizza and got pizza.
Okay.
We brought it in Mom's house and put it on the counter. She opened the box and she said that cheese looks like maggots on a pizza. And from ever until now, until Danny died, he called you maggots on the pizza. Yep. Yep.
That's one of those things that I can't.
Oh no, I can't. I don't mind. I can look at maggots, but
Kazu Martsu.
Kazu
Kazu Martsu.
Sardinia. There we go.
Sardinian.
In Sardinia. Yeah, there we go.
This
Sheep cheese
is
with maggots.
famous for being the maggot cheese
Or the grub cheese.
or grub cheese.
Yeah.
Why would you eat it?
They had, these ones they had to eat as part of the thing, but I agree. Why in the world, given a choice?
I wonder if
Maybe
it
it
made
tastes
you sick.
good. You know, don't throw it away till you taste it.
Here's what happens.
Well, I know, I know.
How many things are an accidental discovery, and then somebody
Well,
says,
you know
we
what?
should
There's
keep
a
doing
cheese.
this.
I accidentally discovered a cheese, and I can't think of the name of it now. Starts with an A.
I mean, how
American.
Huh?
American.
No, not American.
Asiago.
Asiago, yeah.
It's pretty good.
When I discovered that, I was.
I don't
But
think
it
you can
doesn't
have
melt. Asiago doesn't like to melt, and neither does feta.
Okay.
Doesn't like to
I
melt.
like a
Okay,
good
so what's your
flavor.
other question?
So my other
Oh,
question.
the other question.
So you know how we
Okay,
end up
that
with,
clears that up about the cheese.
Yeah.
You know how we end up with Halloween, right?
Halloween.
How did we end up with Halloween?
Yeah. I mean, the short version is that, of course, we were celebrating All Saints' Day because All Hallows, All Holy Ones' Eve, the eve of All Saints' Day.
Okay, now
So for
So what's All Saints
centuries,
Day? What's All Saints Day?
celebration of
All the
those
saints.
that have had. So and
Is it a national
is this
holiday or
Sunday
a
All
world
Saints
holiday?
Day?
the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is? Well, it's okay. Oh, so this Sunday is,
All
and we're
Saints
calling
Day,
it Reformation.
Reformation Sunday,
Okay.
sure. Call it whatever you want.
Okay.
But November 1st in the church from like the 8th century has been celebrated as All Saints Day, the kind of remembrance of the saints. And of course, in some
You know what?
branches of the church, saints are particular people. But in the scriptures, the holy ones, we're all followers
Saints.
of Christ. We're all saints. And so
Right.
I was just going to open the door to ask if there is a particular saint, a beloved person in your faith journey, in your life, that you just, when we think about,
They were saints?
when we think about somebody who's no longer with us and we remember them, is there anybody that comes to mind for you?
I don't know. I set the bar pretty high.
You do. Yeah.
And you know what? You go.
You talk
first.
about looking out in the church all the time and
I do,
seeing,
and seeing-
all of the people.
all of the people, the ones that you can't see. I can name you a list of saints,
Yeah.
of people who have come through here, and especially, and I don't know why my mind goes in this direction, but office workers in our church, those ladies were saints.
Yeah.
They did it for nothing. They were committed. They worked hard. They put their hands where it was dirty. I look back and see lady after lady after lady going through that office door doing the work that they did. That was it's changed now in an aspect because a lot of the women were older, but they were really dedicated to whatever they were working on. Like there was a woman named Claire Norris, and Claire was a longtime church member, a piano teacher, had a daughter named Jill, who I think is still living in Ohio, but she took it upon herself to organize the room where you got the stuff to put in our new historical gallery over there. For years, Claire worked for years downstairs, organizing that stuff. So there would be
archives.
The archives,
Yeah.
yeah. And Lori Rigby found my twin and I's baptismal day in the book.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
In the book, yeah.
So we know whether you were officially ever a staff member or not. We do know that you were baptized.
In October of 1955, right over there. Right over there.
7 months old.
So look.
Sure it wasn't on this side back then?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure because the
think
piano's
we'll tell.
always been over here.
No, the
Not
piano
this
hasn't always
piano.
been over here.
Oh yeah. it
Didn't
has.
you say you were they brought the piano in when there was no piano before that?
There was a piano. The piano that we just threw away.
I thought
downstairs.
you said you had to fight.
No, I had a fight to
Wrestle.
play it. It was there,
Okay.
but they didn't want to hear it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, well, that's the way it was.
Heaven forbid.
Organ
heaven
was for
forbid an
church.
instrument
Yeah, organ was for church. Piano wasn't. Until I came along and changed it. I made life-changing things happen around
I
here.
still remember when I was in high school and we went to a church as part of a band, and we got explained, of course, there was a time when certain brass instruments were too,
Yeah, you couldn't, right.
couldn't,
Right.
they called forth such emotions
Yes.
in our bodies that we couldn't have them in.
I know. Can you believe how conservative people were? And you think I'm too conservative. But, people were.
I know.
And they
It's
were
just-
modest.
It's funny. It's funny how we get to certain places and why,
Oh, you look back and think, really? Why? Why did they even think like that? Because it's an evolutionary thing.
some stuff. Yeah.
I mean, when I grew up, all the boys wore the same clothes, had the same haircut,
Yeah.
until the Beatles happened. Then the Beatles came along, and then
They
everybody
kept
like,
wearing. They were all the same, but they were just different than.
well, they were trying to grow their hair, all like the Beatles.
But when the Beatles started off, don't forget, they just had a bunch of bowl cuts.
Right, that's what they had. Yeah.
What about for you?
Yeah, Alvin.
Well, I'm thinking of at our last church. We joined when we were 25 years old, and the organist that we had at the church was an elderly lady. She was also the kitchen czar. Every church has a. I don't know if this church has a kitchen czar, but somebody who just is a fanatic about the kitchen, and if somebody messes with it and does something wrong,
okay.
they get in trouble.
Okay.
Nancy was her name, and she played the piano and she played the organ. And I don't know, she found out that I played the piano, and she got me interested in playing, and I played duets with her, and she got me involved in the church quite a bit. And she very nice lady, and just took a particular interest in my wife and I, and it was just nice. She was there for about 10 years when we were members, before she passed away, and we went through 2 or 3 other organists after that, and piano players, and they just never were of the same level. And she
Right. How what those positions are hard to fill, and they're getting harder every day. They're hard to fill.
I just remember her fingers. I mean, a lot of older ladies who play the piano, their fingers get real bony, and their knuckles get big, and they have.
What are you saying now?
Women, I said, not your fingers are good. I just see that a lot in older
well,
people.
I know.
That play
Arthritis.
the arthritis
Yep.
kicks in, and but a beautiful player she was.
Well,
Beautiful lady.
Church has always been a home for music. It's been a teacher of music to our culture, and it's been a place where, luckily, talented Christian people get to perform. And I use those words humbly, all of them. But it's always been the go-to place for music first. We taught music because of who we had working as organists. Not necessarily as pianists back then, but organists. Yeah, but the church has always been the source of music. Even rock and roll music. I mean, it started somewhere.
It did.
Yeah, started somewhere. And your favorite story, did I forget it already?
No, it's funny. If you're, I didn't come planned with anybody in particular, but as both of you guys were talking,
You don't have to say anything nice about me if you don't want to.
Oh, okay. Then I'll talk about a woman by, I believe her name was Eleanor Norman, and she was the Sunday school teacher for, I don't know, 3, 4, 5-year-old class, and I still remember exactly where it was, in the basement of the church, and it had one of those half cut doors.
Oh, yeah.
And these little
Dutch door.
yeah, and these little, it was like 3 walls with the built-in seat and table.
Oh.
It was all like one long bench that went around, and she had like a little something over here. I don't know if it was like a cabinet or table or whatnot. And she was old when I was young, and old as I got older, and I left that. I think she was still there when I left to go to college.
Did she hit your hands with a ruler?
No, I don't ever remember. I don't recall any negative experiences with her. But she was just a perfect example of one of those church ladies. I don't think she was ever married, and this is where she served and who she served, and she loved, as best she could, and was kind and committed, and just faithful, and just kept showing up and teaching and serving. And
I'm really glad that we have in our church now that's older but kind and faithful is Ardeth Simpson.
Oh yeah,
and she's such an addition to our family here. She really is. She fits right in.
I think it's a wonderful
Yeah.
older saints.
Yeah. Yep.
And I just got word from last Sunday that we have a particular older saint who was awarded. She was the oldest runner in the Jack-o'-lantern job.
Oh yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruth Bershaw.
Yep.
Ran a 5K.
Yeah. She's 86.
Couldn't tell you that. Sure.
84, 86, I can't remember what.
I couldn't tell you the
She
last
walked
time I
it.
read it.
She walked it, but nonetheless, she did it. I wouldn't have walked it.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah, no, I
I've
wouldn't.
seen you walk a 5
Exactly.
steps.
I mean, I got to
Yes.
stop for a cigarette.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Not a lot of smoke in this race.
Oh, I didn't know.
No.
I think that's why I didn't go to the
reason.
race.
Yeah.
But I knew that she did because Mark told me. Mm-hmm. In fact, he told me at Trunk or Tweet. Am I saying that right? Trunk or Tweet? Trunk or Treat? Trunk or Treat? What is it?
Trunk.
Huh?
Trunk.
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 Drunk or Tweet?
Trunk or treat.
Drunk. No, trunk? Trunk.
Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah. So this Sunday.
No, wait. I want to go on about Trunk or Treat a minute.
No.
So I go to the dollar store. I spend $50, I tell you. $50 on candy.
$50, I tell you.
$50.
Yeah, $50 on candy.
That's all you spent in order to bless the children of our community?
Yes.
That's what the love of this community means to you. $50. $50?
Here's the thing. I didn't know what to expect because you bullied me into being there. Okay? So I show up. I even wear a costume. I was a nun. Yeah.
A very good nun, I heard.
Well, I don't know about a good nun. I had my face hid. Yeah. But there's a picture of
I
that.
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, I haven't
as
either.
well.
I haven't either.
And your
But
sidekick didn't show up.
my sidekick.
Oh, I showed up
No.
late. I showed up late.
An hour late.
Yeah, it's because
I called him. Here's me. Call him at 4 o'clock and say, thanks a lot.
No,
you
you
make me
called
come
me
to
at
this.
like-
How long was this trunk or treat? Was it
20
an hour
after.
long?
2 hours.
Oh, it's 2 hours.
hour and a half.
Well, it was
Anyway.
supposed to be 2 hours.
No, an hour and a half.
No, 3 to 5.
3 to 4:30. Anyway.
Oh, who said that? How could you tell me now when you were an hour late?
I know.
Okay, well,
Anyway.
anyway,
What else did you want to say about it?
it was a lovely time.
Excellent.
But
He
But-
ran out of candy.
I ran out of candy. $50 worth of candy, just gone.
Maybe you were too liberal with the candy too.
Well, I think the kids enjoyed it, though.
Well, I hope they did. I didn't let them reach in the bag. I reached in the bag and got it for them.
I think you were just trying to get out of there as quickly
Well,
as you
no,
can.
because
I
if
showed
they
up,
came-
I gave the candy away in 5 minutes.
Well,
and then,
you'd have thought that, but that's not the real. Because if parents had brought their little one, I went,
Did you get
none for you, some for you. And they were getting it, but then a lot of people didn't know what a nun was
they were
anymore.
getting it.
Did you
Because
get?
I had the white
Did you
stripe
get good
across.
candy? What kind of candy did you get? What's your favorite kind of candy?
Well, I'm really glad you brought that up
Yeah.
because anybody who knows me knows that this is the time to think about Reese's cups. Okay.
Reese's.
Now,
I
my
knew that,
sister,
I knew
who
that.
happens to be in the room right now, is going to say no. Please don't send Reese's cups. But here's the true clink thing: send Reese's cups.
The cups?
okay? Anything Reese's.
The Halloween pumpkins are better.
Well, yeah, they are.
Okay.
Well, and Christmas trees are better too. Nothing beats an Easter egg, though. They're the best.
They're all about the same, but
Yeah,
sure.
but no, it's chocolate to peanut butter ratio. Okay, no, it's different.
They're good.
Different.
They're good.
But yes, this is the time to think about Reese's peanut butter cups. You know, it's bad because at 10 o'clock at night, Perry Mason is just over. And all of a sudden,
It's perfect time for a Reese's peanut
the
butter cup.
screen goes orange. And you know what the commercial is, okay? You know what? As soon as it goes orange. And I'm like, you got to put that on at 10 o'clock at night. You don't know how close I was last night, 10:30, getting out of bed, putting my clothes on, driving down Sheets and buying candy. I didn't do it, though.
Willpower.
I did have one of
As
those.
the kids are learning, in the whole month has been in Sunshine
Willpower.
Station. Self.
Control. Now, I need a lesson in that
He's
myself
got no
because
self-control.
I've been eating. I did it again.
Oh my goodness.
I bought another box of
You're not
Dreamsicles?
yes, and I ate them all.
creamsicle. You're not going to fit on the bench.
20 of
It's a
them.
good. It's a good thing we've got a giant cushion
Yeah.
for you for the.
For my
Do they
fat
make Reese?
butt.
Do they make Reese's Dreamsicles?
Oh mercy!
I don't know. I know they're fudgesicles, but the creamsicles. Oh my goodness gracious! I just can't stop when I start. I can't stop,
Yeah.
and I get them out one at a time. So it's 19 chips to the refrigerator, 19 chips to the garbage can, or 20 in this case.
So what's your favorite candy?
Yeah, what's yours, Dawn?
I mean, I go for a bag of chips over almost any candy, but I do like
bag
good
of
Reese's.
chips?
Yeah, potato chips. Yeah,
Over candy?
Oh yeah, he likes chips
usually, yeah.
and dip. He likes to dip
Bridget likes to dip more
and
than
mayonnaise.
They go. Chips go in the yucky pile.
Oh, okay. Bring them over to my house. That's all good.
all right.
Yeah. What about you?
I like dots, chewy
Dots,
candy like
okay.
dots
Oh, do you?
or chewy lifesavers.
Okay,
or,
can you?
I
taste
like
them?
gummy
Swedish
candy.
fish,
too,
gummy stuff like that.
Can you taste them?
No,
Oh, okay.
Still not.
it's just the idea. That's
Yeah,
that's
okay.
always been my favorite, and
Well, I get
they're
it.
still good. The texture's
I
big
get
deal.
it. Yeah.
All right.
We're about to wrap up.
Well, yeah. And then
I hope you got some good songs today.
I really haven't thought about it.
You've
at
got
all.
quite the you brought quite the audience.
Playing on-
You're even getting suggested songs.
Playing on that. How could you not?
Yeah, he's got a big cushion on his seat.
I got. Let's show it. Well, I'll show them.
Yeah, we'll see
part
the video.
two.
Yeah. Sunday communion.
Communion
We
this
had a
Sunday.
packed house on Sunday. Both services.
We
It
did.
was great. Wonderful. We have another wonderful service, and then we have a guest next Sunday. Not this Sunday.
Not this Sunday, next Sunday.
Jake Kreitzman, who's phenomenal, wonderful. Just celebrated. Well, I guess a few months ago, celebrated the birth of their second daughter. Great. So that'll be coming up because I won't be here next Wednesday. I'll be here the next Sunday, but I won't be here. You're gonna be here next
I'll be
Wednesday?
here.
All right. So it'll just be me.
So me and Al.
You now. So
Cool.
Yep. But
It'll be a good show.
It will. We always get views.
and remember the next Saturday.
The next Saturday is
after
men's
that,
breakfast.
Breakfast and brunch. So that's not
That's November the 9th.
November the 9th, not October the whatever
Yeah.
was in the bulletin.
Yeah. November the 9th. Men's breakfast at 8. Women's breakfast 9:45.
Yeah.
What else we got going on?
I want to hear some good piano.
Yeah, let's hear some good piano. Got church?
Boy. Get church right here.
Come on here on Sunday. We'll see you then.
Because you'll find us right, not in this spot exactly. Al will
Sometimes
be
you
in the
sit
middle
right here in this
section,
spot. Sometimes.
and I'm usually right here, and Dawn is just running around, until he realizes, oh, I should have been there 5 minutes ago.
Stick around for some music.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right. Bye. Bye.